All right, guys, this is the 2600, and we are gonna make this call off. Pretty standard spot for us here, but I want to make sure that I had it up on the stream first so that we could see whatever sweat we got, and we lose, which sucks. Let's play it again. So that was the very first hand of the 2.6K for me, or sorry, very second hand. So that was the second hand of the 2.6K, and we busted the tournament in a flip. So we're down 2,600 bucks within literally as the stream goes live. Like I press the live button and we lose 2.5K. Pretty sick. Okay, we got a pot here with Connor brewing. And bet flop. Gonna turn c-bet. Also gonna get jammed on sometimes. But I think we've got one of those hands that's like fairly clean for the double barrel. Could also check. I mean, it's not bad to check. Bink. And we're gonna slam. Mr. Beresford. It's a good fold. Made my hand. I made my hand. Good luck, brother. We're going to 3-bet call here against Connor. I love Connor, but you know, every once in a while, you gotta run with queens. What are you gonna do? Sorry, Con. My man Connor. So against Connor, we're going to check call the flop, which seems very standard. And I'm going to call twice. Expect a lot of checkbacks from him, but I don't think shoving's like the best answer necessarily, so. And we did take it down with the 6-high flush. There's going to be a lot of King X, but I don't think I have a choice here. Just is what it is. I don't think that like this hand plays to check or to bet fold there. So I'm gonna limp with jacks. I'm gonna check this back. Gonna make the call here. Spot sucks. He's got a polarized range of a 4 or air. I unblock the air still. And there's a lot of it. Just about how much of it I think he's going to use on this river. Feels just so standard to just give up with it. I don't have that much ace-x. Like it looks like I do, but I don't. I limped on this stack size. Here's a 4. I mean, he's gonna have a 4 a lot. Just like, it's whether or not he has like 7-5 and the other parts of his range enough to make the call. Like my limping range doesn't actually have an ace in it, so. Like not as often. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's not nearly the same weight as the overpairs on that stack depth. I don't think it's a fold, to be honest. Like I'm pretty sure like it sucks, but I don't think it's a fold. I don't even think it's. I think it feels close because it feels like I know he's got a 4, but like I don't think that I'm gonna be. I don't think Excelers are going to let me fold. It's not a very big fraction of my range I can fold, considering the bet sizing. And I think I'm just going to be folding my own busted draws. I think That's going to be mostly how it works. But I'm receptive to the idea that, like, you know, people are going to say that he just check folds the river with all his bluffs. I mean, maybe. Maybe. Depends on how smart he is. His ability to read what that river texture actually is. Which is that it's not as intimidating of a card as it looks. I'm going to fold this one. And King 9 suited is really gross, so I'm going to make the call, though. Not my flop. It's tempting to start bluffing. This is obviously how I'd play 6s, 8s, and deuces. It's also how I'd play ace-6 suited, ace-8 suited, and ace-2 suited. Pretty much all the time. Gonna mostly call pre-flop and mostly check flop and mostly check turn and mostly raise. So pretty standard. We got pretty similar stacks here in both tournaments. Different blind levels, but similar stacks. We can still have the best hand against this, but we do not. And we do now. Boom! Triple up, baby. Send it my way. It's good to run good. It's good to run good. Hey guys, sorry for the rude interruption, but we have got one quick major BBZ announcement. One Connor B1, aka the #1 ranked player in the world, aka the best player to ever come out of BBZ Poker, is now creating content for the site. He's got a new video up with me on bbzpoker.com. You should all go check it out right now. And with that, you can get back to your video. What qualities would you rather have in a student? A blank slate who's willing to learn, or an established player with raw natural talent, but a bit less receptive to feedback? I mean, you made it sound like player B was like way further ahead than player A. But when people don't listen, it's fucking annoying. So, I don't know. I mean, like, it's a part of coaching. Most people don't listen. Most people don't listen. It's just the way it is. And I'm gonna check raise the flop. You can do it. Thinly value shove. Sad face. I tried to catch him. But my opponent had King 10, which it's going to be tough to stack across that run out, in my opinion. Ugh. What a fold, BBZ. What a fold. Sad face. I think it might be a call, too. I don't have much time either, so. Definitely would have called with, like, Queen 7 suited or something, but we weren't there. We were somewhere else. I'm going to check this back. And flip my hand face up. And I'm gonna fold this from the hijack and... No, I'm not. It's not really the hijack, it's more like the cutoff. This player has no chips. This player has no chips. And represents, you know, some fun upside if we get to run it for the KO. I'm going to put out a small bet, which seems reasonable with this hand. Get called. Could double, but I think we're going to not double. Yeah, I think we're going to have to pay this off. Sucks. I think I should only really be folding flush draws there across that run out. Like straight draws, flush draws, etc. I think it's gonna be like some ace highs. I think it's gonna be very difficult to fold pairs. Could raise, don't have to call, but yeah. Just gonna fold this. I thought about shoving. That was the sizing choice that was in my head. I probably should just like RNG it off and shove like 30%. That's probably what I should have done. Queen jack suited, opening it up. Didn't really expect to get called much. I'm just being honest. Like I, expect these players to mostly be playing. Like this player in the big blind, sure. I didn't expect very many calls from the button. Expect to get shoved on a lot by the continuing strategies from kind of both players, but then I get called again. I'm going to keep value betting. Kind of looks thin. Obviously, this player can... Thing is, I think that like King Queen oftentimes shoves pre. I think King Jack shoves pre a lot. Obviously, it kind of sucks when he jams that quickly, but yeah, I mean, I think that hand can shove pre more than like Jack 10, for example. So like when he calls, I think he's got a little bit more Jack 10, 10-9 suited than King Queen, King Jack. And while it's thin, it's fine-ish, I think. So that sucks. Pretty standard spot to shove the King 5. Not a good flop, though. Not a good flop when the guy flops straight. Last table. We did cash in this one for 125. We're going to make the call here, I think. Got to win a race. Got some KOs at stake. Could get there. Boom! We get there. It's a sexy way to get there, too. It's a sexy way to get there. Hoping I don't get called by pocket force. I'm hoping I don't get called at all. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of hoping not to get called by something with a deuce in it, too. Sucks. Sucks. I mean, I think it's good, though. So I think the show's good. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm going to run it anyways. There we go. Ace 5. Wow, what a flop for Ace 5. One of those days, guys. One of those days. One of them. All right, so as you can tell, we're done. And I appreciate everybody who hung out with me today. Got beat up a little bit. Make sure you check out BBZ Poker for your poker needs. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube channel, BBZ Poker. Following us on Instagram. We talked about the introduction to quantitative strategies video and the implementing quantitative strategies video. I'd appreciate it if you guys go take a look at those and check them out if you think they would be helpful.